Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I've got a quick tip for you, towing with a gas engine. If you have a diesel engine and you come up on a hill, you just keep driving. It's no big deal. Plenty of torque, you just go. However, if you have a gas engine, you need to be a little bit aware of what's going on, so that way you don't end up kind of too deep in what gear you're in and then you have to catch up. So you're driving down the expressway, you've got your fifth wheel on the back, a lot of weight, and let's face it, diesel engines now can all tow like 35,000 pounds. The gas engines are all rated for 18, 20,000. So if you're pulling a 15, 16,000 pound fifth wheel, you're kind of getting close to the max of what you can tow. So when you come up on a hill, it's going to slow down. So you come up on a hill and you're going 64, 65 miles an hour, and then your engine just starts slowing a little bit. It's having a hard time keeping up. It didn't know to downshift because it didn't see the hill up in front. It doesn't have eyes, right? And so now you're down to 60, 59, and all of a sudden that cruise control just goes, downshifts you, floors it, and the engine's getting loud. It's trying to catch up from 59 up to 64, 65, and it's really struggling. One, you could just not use cruise control, but hey, if you're driving for 2 or 3 hours, it's kind of nice to be able to keep a consistent speed. So what you can do is tell the transmission it needs to downshift sooner, and you can do that by locking out the higher gears. Let me show you how that works. The key here is on the shifter. You shift it into drive, and now you have this plus and minus right here. You could shift it into manual and go through every gear yourself, but that's too much work. I'm in the car for a couple hours. I don't want to have to do that. All right, so here we go. We're going to do it, and we're going to shift into drive. All right, so now you can see near the tachometer, we get some numbers, 1 through 10. These are all the gears that we have available to us. We have 10 gears in this truck, and it wants to use them all. If we hit the minus button, 10th gear goes away. We hit it again, 9th gear goes away. So what we do is, like I said, we're cruising along in 10th gear, maybe we're in 9th gear, and we see a hill coming up. A little bit before you get there, downshift maybe 2 or 3, and that will force your truck to bring it down to 7th gear. Now your RPMs are going to bring up to about 3,000, 3,500 or so, but you're going to hit that hill and you're going to be able to maintain speed. Whether you have cruise control on or you're doing it manually with the accelerator, this will give you a nice controlled ride without overtaxing your engine. Just because that red line's at 6,000 doesn't mean we want to get up beyond 5,000, right? If you want a nice long-lived engine, don't overtax it. Now this engine puts out max horsepower, I believe, at 4,000 RPMs. So there's plenty of power there, and when you downshift so that you're right around 3,500, it's really an ideal spot, and it'll take those hills nice and smooth for you. It gets a little louder in the cab, but not at all screaming the way it does when you get up to 5,000 RPMs. So that's it. You lock out those higher gears, you force the transmission to downshift. That keeps you in the power band that you want to be in, gets you ready for that hill that's coming up, and you're able to maintain speed. Another tip is just turn off cruise control if the hill is really big, because really you don't need to be going 65 miles per hour up a hill, right? Especially if you're in a very, very hilly area where you going really fast up the hill and then you hit the top and now you need to slow down and things start to get a little hairy. It's okay, get in a slow lane, find a truck that's going 55 and just follow that person. You don't need to rush. Get there safe, get there alive, right? If you're towing with a gas truck, that probably means you don't do this every day, right? You're doing this on the weekends. You're not a professional driver. relax, take it slow. You're not in a rush. You've got all the time in the world as long as you get there safe. That's a wrap. I hope you appreciated that tip. Let me know in the comments if you have any other ideas on how to tow smoothly with a gas engine. I'm sure some of you out there have experience that I don't have, and I'd love to hear it. So thank you very much. If you want more tips, subscribe, like, all that jazz, and leave some things in the comments. What do you want to know about this gas engine? I know a lot of you seem to be very interested in the 7.3 liter engine from Ford and my setup. So what is it that you want to see? Let me know. Thanks.